Yeah, I think it's a good idea to play certain songs at least once a decade, and that was it for the last steam engine train. I don't have to play it again until I'm dead. Welcome. Oh, so actually, most of you know what song that is, probably. It's called The Last Steam Engine Train. It's by John Fahey. It was a really important part of my musical education, I think, as John Fahey was. I should save this whole, because I could talk about this. There are at least a couple things I could talk about for hours, but this would be a good time not to go into a very long John Fahey story. So never mind, disregard that. I would play a different opening song then and start with, okay. Welcome to camp. It is so cool to be doing this again, and I know a lot of you are thinking, you know, we did this last week, and you're probably thinking, these guys have got to be out of their minds to be trying this. And Jen Billick, who many of you know, was here her first time probably in 2021 or something like that. Oh no, she must have been here before that. But the first time she came, she, you know, at the end of camp, she said, God, this is so great, we should do this every month. And I thought, you're out of your freaking mind. This is nuts. And now I'm thinking, you know, once a weekend, maybe. You know, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's right. She started a lot of trouble. Yeah, she was supposed to be in charge of that, huh? Yeah. So Jen instituted this whole play along Kathy's once a month gathering at in Los Altos. And, so yeah, she's also famous for one of the best, two of the best, well, one in particular, but open mic events here that included shills heckling from the audience, and the other time, what was it? The Maybe I Didn't Love You. Was that the song they did? And there was like running commentary as to, you know, quick one-liners back at the singer of that. It should turn into a beautiful ballad, right? They did it with a little different flair than that, but beautiful tune. I should go learn it someday. So is everybody under control with what's going on around here? So the program is rolling, and we got the open mic cards in for just tonight back there. Try to take it one hour or one event at a time. Tonight, what we're going to do is over the next 45 minutes or hour or so, a couple of the teachers will get up and, you know, explain themselves and try to defend what they think they're going to be doing, and, you know, you can take it or leave it. I figured I should play a couple tunes because I know that everybody flocks here to hear me play. Yeah, if I could. Yeah, if the people in my house only knew how lucky they were to hear practicing, right? That's what practicing at home sounds like, right? Yeah. So the people that put up with practicing are certainly saints in some people's eyes. You know.
Can I get a recording of that?
Yeah. There we go. We have a recording, by the way. As many of you know, we do record all this stuff. It does lead me into a short story. Oh, Sean, I'm glad you made it. Good to see you. So the people back at the table there are some of my best friends, Sean and Bruce, and right in front of Bruce is Kate. These are the, my only other friend is not here. Where's Cahill when we need him? Oh, the short story I was going to tell you is that the second album I played was a Beatles album, me doing a whole bunch of Beatles tunes. And there was one ridiculously hard part. I think I was putting it in My Life. It was like the little solo to In My Life, which I'm not even going to waste my time trying to do right now. And I don't think I was doing the original harpsichord one, but I was working on this really hard part, and that meant at the time we lived in a small condo, 2-bedroom condo with a 6-month-old baby probably. And I think, anyhow. And I drove Donnie nuts with this whole thing. It's like she kept saying, I have to leave. I said, why? Because you played that same 3 measures and you've never gotten it right for the last 2 hours. And I said, this is the life of a guitar player, is reps. You need to keep doing things over and over and over until it becomes easy. So this is part of tomorrow's class, so I'll give it away right now. But even if you're playing a song, if you're playing through a song and you keep restarting at the same place, stop it. You got to go back a measure and you got to connect those measures. You can't just always settle for, I'll get it right later. No, you won't. I guarantee it. Not unless you practice getting it right. And practicing getting it right. So I'm probably going to play something really ridiculously hard in just a minute, and I'm going to do exactly what I'm telling you. Don't ever do this because I don't know it very well. But anyway, so the end of this story is when we finally get a copy of my album called The Beatles Collection. We're listening to it and doing other stuff in the, like not really listening to it like we used to listen to records when we get them as a kid. We'd sit there and not do anything else. We would read the liner notes and we'd watch the record go around on the turntable, and then we'd read more notes if we could, and then we'd watch the record go around. And, that was like serious listening. Now people don't do that anymore, And anyway, we were kind of just doing other stuff, getting ready for dinner. And that particular part came through on the album. And she stopped and she said, wow, that was really cool. How'd you do that? I said, I don't know, 10 or 12,000 reps while you were listening to it and you don't even recognize it. Because that's what it was supposed to sound like when you heard all the outtakes. So anyway, so I wasn't planning on playing too many songs tonight, but I could do, as many of you know, I'm always open to taking requests. So is there anything anybody would like to hear that I might be able to play, except I'm not going to do, what's that called? Yeah. You're always on my mind. Yeah. I'm not going to do that again. Rosalie. What's it called? Rosa May. Yeah. Oh, that's one I don't remember. That's the opening lick, right? It's too mellow for this wild crowd. Yeah. So.
How about that Steely Dan?
That Steely Dan one. You guys all heard my Steely Dan tune, haven't you? You want to hear it again?
I do.
You do? Okay. All right, but you're not going to do a Hallelujah tonight, are you?
No.
I'll trade you Steely Dan for. I'll see your Hallelujah and I'll give you a Steely Dan.
There'll be no Hallelujah.
Okay. Sure, I'll do the Steely Dan tune. And then we're going to get some of the other teachers up here. Tomorrow we're going to identify those chords. is one of those that fun to play and very weird on the guitar. Their songs were all really weird anyway, but
No matter what instrument.
yeah. They were definitely out there. So, well, speaking of Jim, are you ready to get up and do your little thing next?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I think we'll have Jim go next, and then is Max out here somewhere? Okay, since Max isn't here.
I think Max is.
Is Max in the back? Maybe I was going to have him go next. Is he?
I mean, I'll go.
Okay. What do you guys want to hear, Jim next or Max?
Max is back there teaching somebody.
Teaching somebody something.
You know.
Yeah, tell them they missed the show. Okay, maybe I ought to play something else. Nah. All right, we'll give that a try. You're ready. But you were giving a lesson back
I
there.
wasn't giving a lesson, I was testing out a guitar.
Testing out a guitar, then we should have Rob do the next spot.
I don't think so. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
All right. Well, I will save this for another day. I gotta go learn this song anyway, but I'll play it for you before the weekend's over.
Here.
Okay, that's it.
No, you're gonna play it?
No, I'm gonna save that tune for Saturday probably.
Okay, let me just go wash my hands. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Are you playing one? Give me one, give me one.
Okay. Sure. But I already put my shoes back on. I'm not sure I can play. Or remember the licks. Okay, that's one of them. And there's only about 8. Maybe 5. Here comes the next one. No, here comes the next one. I never get this one right. So I'm just going to keep doing this for a second, hope that you don't notice that I don't try this. Something like that. I'll try it again tomorrow. This is the easy part. Get to rest. That's called Clap. It's by Steve Howe, who was the guitar player in Yes, who also, of course, did this, right? Okay, we'll save that for tomorrow. Okay, many of you know that Max Rich is here to join us, and I'm really thankful that he agreed to become part of this menagerie. And and I know many of you know him, and many of you met him today for the first time, maybe, probably a few of you, but he is here to offer his take on all kinds of stuff. We are going to need a mic for him. He's got a guitar that, if you come, oh yeah, Rob's got his guitar. And Max has been to a couple of our camps before. He came to Asilomar a couple of times, and people were generally like knocked out and really happy with him. So I shouldn't give him that build-up.
No.
Never mind. This guy's like he's trying out for a gig here. So if you like him, give me a thumbs up. If you think it's a waste of time, just let us know. There's some tomatoes and things over there. You can throw a tomato or an egg, or you could just give us a thumbs up. But
Cupcakes are preferred.
yeah, there we go. Okay, Max Rich.
That's not mine. Yeah. You guys hear that? Sounds like that? Yeah? Okay. I don't know, am I supposed to play, talk, or both? What do you...
Yes.
Yes, both? Yeah, okay. I don't know. All right. something that's a piece of music I haven't performed for. I don't know, since I was 18 in college.
Wow.
So it's been a long time. Maybe 19, I don't remember.
And you still remember?
Well, I teach it to those guys.
Ah.
If you want to hear it clear.
It was an homagio to the two of them.
Oh, yeah.
And Rob, who was so gracious enough to let me borrow this sweet sounding guitar. Yeah, it's a really nice guitar.
Max, were you classically trained as a child?
Not as a child, no. Like I grew up playing rock, whatever. But when I was a teenager, I got into playing classical guitar.
Wow.
So yeah, thank I don't know. But yeah, so I don't know. Some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. For the people that don't know me, I guess I should introduce myself and sort of like what I do. My name is Max Rich. Like Neil said earlier, I've known him for a long time now. And I don't know, some of you guys may have seen some of my stuff on Totally Guitars, the electric guitar stuff. So I worked for very many years as like a touring guitar player, session guitar player. And that world is a lot of electric guitar, but that's not where I come from. I come from like a classical background. And so it feels good to actually get to play classical guitar again in front of people, because for the last almost 20 years I've been playing electric guitar. So. But I guess as far as teaching goes, what I like to do instructionally is I like to help people execute, I guess is the best way to put it. Because I'm sure all of you have been involved in music one way or another, some heavily dedicated to music, some people maybe just dipping their toe in the water, and everything else in between. But I doubt many of you have a lack of creativity when it comes to music. Like I'm sure you guys hear music in your head, hear the way the song should sound. Like when you're playing guitar and you're listening to it in your head, or not when you're playing guitar, but when you're just like listening to the song in your head like it's playing on the radio, it's not full of buzz notes and mistakes and stuff. You hear like the perfect clean version in your head, right? And then you go to play and it like doesn't come out, right? The reason for that is almost always mechanical. It's always like, there's always a mechanics issue at the heart of not being able to execute. And execution is, in my eye, sort of like where the rubber meets the road, because you can have all the amazing musical ideas, you can hear the music perfectly in your head, but if you can't execute it, like what's the point, right? You may hear that awesome lick, but if it doesn't come out of your guitar, nobody knows about it. And so what I do is I pull very heavily from a science background, from like a biomechanics standpoint, because when you look at guitar playing, not everyone, but a lot of people have this notion of like, you need talent, you need this and that, and, my hands just won't do it, or I can't play, or I'll never get there, whatever you guys tell yourself. A lot of people tell themselves a lot of things. The reality is that the way our hands work is not dissimilar to the way our shoulders or joints or knees or muscles or tendons, ligaments, it's all the same thing. It's just a smaller scale in our hands. And so if you understand how biomechanics work, then you can sort of like, in some sense, like design your technique around the most effective system for you to play. And that's what I do. I help people find ways of executing that fit their unique biomechanical situation. And if you think about it, if you look at professional athletes, I like to pull from like sports as an analogy, because the best players in the world, LeBron James and Tiger Woods and all these amazing athletes that are at the pinnacle of their field, right? All of them have coaches that tell them, hey, you're moving a little bit wrong here, you're moving a little bit wrong here. This is how you can streamline and make your, golf swing more efficient, or whatever it is. And so I feel like a lot of people in the guitar world are told, play these scales, practice this thing for 20 minutes a day. That'll solve the problem. It's like, that's not gonna solve the problem. If you ingrain bad movements and bad biomechanics for 20 minutes a day, guess what's gonna happen when you go to perform, right? It's gonna be like those subpar movements, just at scale, under pressure. So if you can replace bad mechanics with good mechanics and drill them into your playing, then when you go on autopilot and you play for your family, for your friends, for a gig, for whoever, and you're not consciously thinking about your technique's just running by itself. And all it has to pull from are good repetitions and proper mechanics. So the mistakes sort of take care of themselves. You don't have to try to get rid of them. What you do is you try to get rid of bad mechanics and the mistakes are gone. It's not an overnight situation, but, but it does require practice. But that's what I like to teach people. I like to help people streamline their technique so that they can have more freedom when they play. Because ultimately that's what everyone wants. And it doesn't matter what style of music you play. If you play blues or fingerstyle or bluegrass or country or classical, you want to be able to express yourself. And, you know, if I asked for a show of hands, who here is maximally relaxed when they're performing for people? How many hands am I getting? Not many, right? And I think the lack of relaxation when people play comes from sort of an implicit doubt about whether they can actually technically execute what they hear in their head. You know, you get up on stage and it's sort of like, I don't know, let's see how this one goes. You know, hope it's my day, kind of like you're buying a lottery ticket. I like to help people get rid of that because that's an unfortunate situation to be in. I know how that situation is. I know very well how that situation is, and it's not awesome. What is awesome is getting up there and being total and having total trust in your technique. And whether your technique fully executes or not, that's a different story. But being able to completely trust it and let it go and do its thing. I made mistakes while I was playing. I'm sure all of you saw me make mistakes. I didn't care. It didn't bother me. Like, I was just totally relaxed doing it, and that's because I trust my technique. And you know, through mechanics, or biomechanics, I like to help people trust their technique because that's what I think makes people relax on stage. It makes them relax when they play, and if you're relaxed when you play, it's more fun. So, you know, that's I think what I like to teach and what I like to do. So, I don't know. That's what I'll help you guys with. And if you obviously, like, I also teach like improvisation theory and other stuff, but you know, that's I don't know. I'll teach you guys some of that too if you want. But you know, I think everyone can use some mechanics help. So that's what I'll do. I don't know if there's any questions or anything. No? Good? Cool.
Yeah, why don't you play one more and then we'll move on to Jim.
All right.
You got another song?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Might as well sit down, everybody else sit down. So, you know, I'm not just the guitar player, I'm the vocal instructor, right? And I'm gonna play some stuff, but you know, my mantra has always been sing everything that you play. And I've been saying it to my students for years, and it's just part of how everything works for me. You know, I hear that note and I say I'm in the key of C, so I would call that 1, right? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On a clear day, rise and look around you. You might find who you are. On a clear day, how it might astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star you feel part of. Every mountain, sea or shore, you can hear from far and near, a world you never heard before. On a clear day, on a clear day, You can see forever, evermore. On a clear day, it might astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star you'll feel part of, every mountain, sea, or shore. You can hear from far and near a world you never heard before. On that clear day, on that clear day, you can see forever, see forever, see forevermore. So what I'm trying to say to you is that to me that's like numbers, you know, and I wonder how you do here. So I want to play a little game with you, okay? Let's take this. Let's sing Happy Birthday, right? We don't have to sing it to anybody. Let's just sing like a Happy Birthday to you, right? Let's, everybody, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you for that happy birthday part, right? So if I give you this, everybody sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Now, how do you hear that? Do you hear happy 1 chord 2 5, stay on 5 chord 2 1, go an octave, then the 4 chord, happy 1 chord 5 1. Do you hear that? Is that the way you hear it? Is that the way you think of it? That's the way I think of it. That's why I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So now, let's try this. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Okay, so now, can I sing this, and instead of me playing the chords, can you give me what chords I'm changing to by calling it 1? First of all, this is a 1, 4, 5 chord progression. That's one of the ways you could play it. Now we could advance the harmony and put in secondary dominants and change the harmony and keep on building it from the 1, 4, 5. But my question is, if you were going to sing this, if you were going to play this on your instrument, do you hear the sound? So what's the first chord? 1. So you are my one chord, my only one chord. You make me. Is it 5? 4. Or is it 4? It's 4, right? Let's do it again. You are my one chord, my only one chord. You make me 4 chord, then back to 1 chord. 4 chord, 4 chord, 1 chord, 5 chord. Right? So I'm just saying, it's a combination of things. Totally agree with Max about the physicality of things, to be able to physically play it. But can you hear it? I mean, do you think that way? Do you hear the changes? Do you think about how the changes work? I guess because the commanding officer in my body is the singer. For me, I've said this to myself for years. The commanding officer has to be the guy who sings. The singer has to know where everything's going. So we could also take that same song and we could harmonize that song in different ways. Now, we just talked about the harmony of the chord changes. What about if you're 3 or 4 people and you're like the Beach Boys or something, and you're going to sing the melody line and you're going to sing harmony? So our Western culture music is what's known as tertian harmony. Do you know what that means? Thirds. Our culture bases everything on thirds. Yeah, we can talk about root, first and second inversions and all of those things, and that's kind of the way I break down the guitar, but I also sing all of those sounds like this. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Agreed? That's a major chord, right? Sing it for me. 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. Okay. Next thing, instead of going to a different chord, let's just go to an inversion. Now, I can play that inversion on the guitar, but can you sing the inversion? What is the first inversion? What's the order of the notes?
3, 5, 1.
Okay, sing it. If this is 1,
3, 5.
so what do we got here? Before I play it.
3, 5,
3, 5, 1, 5, 3. Right? 3, 5, 1, 5, 3. Go back and sing 1, 3, 5.
1, 3, 5,
3, 1. Now, first inversion.
3, 5, 1, 5, 3.
Second inversion.
5, 3,
1, 5. Yeah, now exactly. That's the way I think. And it doesn't matter if I go to a piano, if I go to a guitar, if I pick up an electric horn, it's just the same thing. This is what I'm hearing. It's just, this is music. It's how it's broken down. So there's the physicality of it. And the physicality is different on different instruments. Like, if you pick up a violin, or if you pick up a Steiner, like I play my electric horns and stuff. Now I'm doing stuff with trumpet fingerings, but I'd still play that 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3. Now, how do you make a major chord minor? Okay, let's sing the major chord again.
1, 3, 5, 3, 1.
Let's make it minor.
1, 3, 5, 5.
Okay, now, a lot of people, in theory classes, like to go 1, 3, 5. Not for me. You have to call it a flat 3. Don't just sing it a flat. Say it. So you'll burn that in your head like 1, 3, 5, 3, 1. 1, flat 3, 5, flat 3, 1. Now let's make it diminished. 1, flat 3, 5, 5, flat 3, 1. Yeah, so that becomes like a song in your head, if that makes sense to you. Okay? Now, let's go to first inversion. Major chord. 3, 5, 1, right? So where's the 3? It's the first note, right? So flat the 3. Flat 3, 5, 1, flat 3. Let's make it, okay, where's the diminished chord?
Flat 3, flat 5, 1, flat 5, flat 3.
Right, and then finally second inversion. Back, major chord. How am I doing time-wise, Neil? Okay.
3 minutes.
3 minutes? Okay, so we'll do this and then I'll play another song.
Great.
And I'll run away. You didn't expect this, huh? You just thought I was going to get up here and play some music for you. No, you play some music for me. I just want to show you, I just, it's all about learning. And learning, I learned from doing the thing last week that I got to squeeze everything in as quick as I can, because this thing goes by really quick. Especially the one-offs. When you go and you get for the teachers, that's going to be gone so fast you won't believe how fast it is. And you're going to learn stuff because all the teachers here are great. You're going to learn wonderful things, but it just seems like it goes away. So I thought I'd squeeze this one in. So when I do mine, you're going to start to see how I like to break the guitar up. My vision of the guitar is to break it up into parts from the right hand instead of the left. So in other words, I break it, the first way I break it up is in 4 string sets. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. So that's string set 1, string set 2, string set 3, root, first, second inversion, root, first, second inversion. It's the same thing here. And then I do it on all the string sets. Then I take the major chord calling system and I play it in all of the positions off of all the string sets. And then I turn around and say, okay, that's if I go 3 fingers on this side of the guitar. What if I go 4? Now I can't get 4 string sets in. I've got to get 3 string sets in. And then there's a few people who I really like. Paulette's responsible for one of them, and that is Martin Taylor. His name should have been the other way around, right? Taylor Martin. Right? But anyway, I don't know who knows who Martin Taylor is and who doesn't. But I love Django and Martin Taylor. Martin Taylor became the guitar player with Stefan Grappelli after Django hit the road. So the way Martin Taylor looks at it is he breaks it into 3 string sets and he does tenths. The 10th is a 3rd, so there's a 10th, right? And now I'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Then I'll come back and I'll add the 7th to it. So now I got the root, the 10th, and the 7th. And then I'll add the 5th. And that's kind of like building back to the original big chords from the little chords. And then my last guy is my mentor was a guy by the name of Warren Nunes. And what he was into was lateral connections, what I'm doing right here. I mean, on a scale like this, 1, 2, 3. You can be a bass player and do this too. And this is how you start to get all your bass lines going. So now I can, or I can go. Now I can start to connect those lateral connections to the roots, thirds, and sevenths. And that's how I do it. And I'll be able, when I do my one-offs with you, I just squeezed in half the lesson so I can do more with you. Should I still play a song or should I shut up and get off?
Let's move along.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Last week, one of the highlights was Neil's granddaughter wandering up on stage. Grandson, wandering up there on stage, tripping over wires and. It seems a little loud. Is she loud? Yeah. Better? Whoa. Get out of the way. believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's an old arrangement of mine, and I believe I taught that to it at the very first IGC. When I came up here, I did a little workshop, and that's what I was teaching people. And I know a number of people have learned it since. So anyway, just a little noodle by Sir Paul. What's that? I'm in Dadkin. So my thing, I think all of you know me, so I'm not sure I need to go into much, but my thing is fingerstyle guitar. I like to play instrumentally. I don't sing, which is good for all of you. And I do use a lot of alternate tunings. I've been playing a lot more standard tuning lately, but for me, Dadgad is probably home base, the one I'm most comfortable in. And then I vary it from there, playing a lot of different tunings. So I'm happy to help you with that if you're interested. If not, we'll just stay in standard and do what we do there. Interesting to hear the little philosophical things in the approach of people, you know. We've got the technique on one hand, we've got music theory, ear training. Those things are all really important, and those things are really critical. If I had to pick one thing that is my focus, at least for me, it's doing my own thing. So you do all that, you gotta have the technique, you gotta have the ear, the music theory, and then rather than applying that to music that somebody else has created, I wanna create my own. And it may not be as good as what anybody else does, but it's mine. And I think to me that's the thing that I get more gratification from, is just, wow, I came up with a song. It's no big deal. Maybe I'm the only person who likes it, but hey, it's my song or my arrangement of something. And so I'd encourage you to try that. And if I can help you with that, I'm glad to, push you, encourage you along in that way. It's great to, we all have our favorite songs, and it's fun to play all the songs, and it's really educational to learn exactly how the different people played the parts in the real song. On the other hand, those people didn't become famous by playing other people's music. They didn't make a musical contribution to the world by playing other people's music. They're playing their own music, or at least interpreting the music in their own way. So I think it's something worth thinking about. Whether you want to write your own stuff, whether you want to arrange your own stuff, or if you're just doing, it's almost impossible for any of us to play a song by somebody else and sound exactly like them. So why not just embrace it and say, I'm going to do this song and I'm going to do it my way. I'll sound like me doing James Taylor or Neil Young or whatever. Don't try to sound like Neil. Sound like you. And so if it was any little bit of personal philosophy like Jim and Rich and Max have shared with you, that would be mine. Let's see. I'll play one other tune for you, and I brought a different guitar. Neil and I are going to try to play something. So last year I tried to bring a couple unique things down for show and tell. I don't know that I brought this. This is what I bring out when people say, what do you do? And I say, I play a little guitar. So it's just kind of an unusual instrument. I thought you might get a kick out of it. It's a Valette. I'm not sure if it's Valette or Valet. It might be a French pronunciation. Valette. Joe Valette is a luthier in Woodstock, New York. He builds these, and it's called a Griffin model. This is a 12-string guitar. However, it's got a couple unique things about it. On a normal guitar, this would be the 10th fret. So, very high tuned. The other thing is, unlike 12 strings that have octave strings, this one's tuned in unison. All my strings. So it's really kind of like a mandolin for guitar players. And
Are they strung in tight pairs, or
is it what?
Are they strung in pairs, or?
Yeah, they're pairs.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pairs. So you just play it like a 12-string guitar that you just think you're playing one really fat string. And just like a 12-string, it takes forever to get in tune. In fact, it's worse because all the strings are in unison, so you can really hear when it's out of tune.
Are you in standard tuning?
I'm sorry?
Are you in standard?
I am not in standard tuning, no. Well, I mean, automatically, so like I said, this would be the 10th fret, so even if I tuned to what was nominally standard, this would be D instead of E. However, I am tuned to what I would call DGD GAD. It's like Dad-Gad, but with a fifth string down to G. But in fact, I'm down a step lower than that because of the 10th fret, so it's, what is it, CFC something or other. I don't, you know, that's one of those things that, again, you just worry about the relative intervals of the strings. It's kind of like being capoed. You don't worry about what the real notes are. I just know what I think they are. So, anyway, I'll play you a little tune on this. I'll try to anyway. This is a new tune for me. I played a gig about a month ago, maybe 2 now, that was really cool. When somebody got the crazy idea that we should put together a show and have everybody play nothing but 12 strings all night. So there were 5 of us, and we played nothing but 12 strings. We had 10, 12, yeah, we had 10, 12 strings there, so we had 120 strings altogether. And it was quite a range of people. We had a guy who's a real Leo Kaki nut, who had lots of Leo Kaki tunes, a guy who plays lots of Celtic stuff, another guy is more of a blues rag type player, and there's me, whatever I do. And I was thinking about the show, and I thought, okay, I'm going to be up there. People are going to be so sick and tired of hearing the same 12-string stuff. But I did bring my Taylor. I played that on Taylor 12. But I said, I got to do something on this little guy just to break up the stuff. So I wrote this tune specifically for the show. This was a Griffin guitar. I called this. Am I still coming out? Yeah. Okay. It's so I'm calling it Griffin's Lament. It's really fun to have totally different sounds coming out of what you're playing, you know, so I should play this thing more. Let me just say real quick, so I definitely have lesson sign-up slots, happy to help you with absolutely anything, and we got a little longer slots this time. Oops. Hang on. And we've got on Saturday, I'll be here I'm here on Saturday for the sessions. I've got something kind of fun, hope planned that'll get you all playing along and adding a little groove to your playing, hopefully. Okay? With that, Neil's going to come up and start borrowing chair. Okay. Go to that normal tuning here.
Okay. So, we're gonna try a couple of short tunes. The goal is to get this half done by 8:30 and take a 5-minute break, and then we'll get everybody playing up here. If Isela can stay awake. I don't know. We're all hurting, right? So we have, I guess we gotta get in tune. So that should be pretty good. For secret code. There we go. Now,
Is it on?
yeah. I think. Are you guys getting my guitar out there? Okay. Is it in tune? Nobody can tell.
3.
Oh, sorry.
Are we singing that?
Are we about the same volume? He's a lot louder. What's that?
Go ahead.
Oh. We sound the same because we're playing the same note.
Yeah.
Am I louder?
Let's try different notes. Go ahead and get your note again. Okay, which note is louder and what are they? There's going to be a lot of ear training going on this weekend. Okay? I'm inspired by Jim's, many of you were here probably one time when I did some ear training stuff on hearing progressions over 1, 4, and 5. And then we all learned, once upon a time, it looked so fine, blah, 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 through the bump of time. And we talked about, it's called Like a Rolling Stone. Yeah. We're going to try a tune off the same album that has stuff that we have played before. Let's try Hooper first.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. This is Stephen Grossman and John Renborn duet called Hooper's Corner. And if we had more time, I'd tell you a long story about it, but we're not going to. 3, 4. last one we're going to play is one that I resurrected about 6 months ago, just on a whim, thinking that, you know, Doug and I always play the same 2 songs at camp, and we've never played that one here before, well, till last week, so you never heard us play that. And I remember that I had a tune I had written about, God, over 40 years ago, 1982. And I've been messing around with it. My roommate at the time, his girlfriend had this parrot that nobody, well, I really hated, and the feeling was mutual. The parrot and I, Rico and I, did not get along. But anyhow, I've been working on this tune that I thought was kind of cool, and somehow it sort of has a lot of squawking in it. And so when Mia came home with her bird, and I had this music sitting on the coffee table, I told her that I had been working on this, and Rico deposited his opinion of the piece on the original manuscript, and so I changed a few notes, and this is Rico's best shot. Played it 3 or 4 times already before it got to there. It's like, it just said, that's enough. You can't do that part again. You're done. So, can we unplug it? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's take a 5 or 8 minute break, walk around, get some wine if you want. I don't know if anybody knows there's wine over there, and then we'll get going with the rest of the evening. Thanks.